Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. There has been some talk going around about Megan Thee Stallion and Trey Songz. Some people on social media are speculating that there might be a thing going on between Megan and Trey. Megan was hanging out with Trey at his birthday dinner, and they also were hanging out at the club together. In fact, there is a video of Megan dancing very intimately with Trey Songz. Now, Megan did say on Twitter that there was nothing going on between her and Trey. When somebody asked her if she hit, she said, "I ain't hit, so I don't know." And she also said, "If I ain't claiming him, he ain't mine." Simple. But some people aren't believing that. They think there might be a little something going on between these two, especially since Trey and Megan have a history of flirting with each other. Some months ago, Trey Songz said on Twitter, "Big ol' freak made me want to knock the stallion head off for the culture." And Megan playfully said, "Somebody tell Trigger he can't handle me." Since then, Megan and Trey have been hanging out together and they have been sparking up some dating rumors. But this does make things a little awkward because Megan is supposed to be dating the rapper Moneybagg Yo. In fact, Moneybagg recently talked about his relationship with Megan on Sway in the Morning.
How did you meet Mag? How did that happen?
We've been knowing each other from like 2017. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so it was just like we were cool at first. You know what I'm saying? Then like before we came with the decision we're gonna take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? We just rocking, like motivating each other, like this, that, like this song, you know what I'm saying, that song. You know, just keeping everybody motivated.
I will say this though, how do you as a man, when you got other folks that are just eyeballing your woman so much every single day, how do you keep your security?
I mean, you just gotta know who you is, like, and know what's going on. You can't.
Yeah.
Everything else can't even matter. Like tunnel vision.
Moneybagg Yo might need to pay a little more attention because Megan and Trey seem to be getting a little close. But I don't know, maybe Moneybagg doesn't care all that much because I'm pretty sure he has some women on the side too. He has 4 baby mamas and he's allegedly still entertaining one of them.
No, how many baby moms is it?
4.
You're not with none of them though?
One, the last one. We on good terms. We cool. You know what I'm saying? We rocking.
Okay.
Also, he was allegedly texting another woman and said he had 4 girlfriends, and this was around the time he went public with Megan. So Moneybagg ain't slick. He got women on the side too, and Megan probably doesn't mind having her side pieces either. Even though they are dating, they're still technically single, and I honestly don't think Moneybagg and Megan's relationship is that serious. I believe they like each other, but I don't think there's any strings attached. I believe Megan is kind of looking at other options right now because she's young and single, and she knows that Moneybagg has his own situation going on. Moneybagg has 4 baby mamas and 7 kids. That's a lot for a young single woman to deal with. So I think Megan should look at other dating options. Now, since this video is about relationships, I want to talk about a new couple that just hit the market. Cash Doll is dating the rapper Partisan. If you don't know who Partisan is, he's a talented rapper and writer, and he does write for Cardi B, which explains why Cash Doll and Cardi linked up at his party. So now Cash Doll is dating Partisan, and I'm here for it. I like them together. I think they're cute, and I think they'll make some good music together. Now, lastly, I want to talk about Ray J and his wife, Princess Love, because the drama between them is getting out of hand. The other day, Princess Love called Ray J out on social media and claimed that he left her and their daughter stranded in Las Vegas. Not only that, he actually blocked her on Instagram and she showed a screenshot to prove it. Now, Ray J did get a lot of backlash because people were wondering why on earth he would leave his 8-month pregnant wife and his daughter alone in Las Vegas. He did have to release a statement on Instagram and he said this.
Yo, this is for all the media outlets out there that's putting out these stories about me. Let me explain something to y'all because I don't think y'all understand who I really am. I am my family. I love my family. I've dedicated my life to my family. To insinuate that I would do anything to harm my daughter was just sad, man. I'm at the Skyloft right now, as you can see, and I just don't understand how somebody can get stranded if we never left. We've been right here. You stay right there. People gonna get into little arguments here and there that are small stuff that you can work out. But to take this to social media and create this crazy story about me leaving my baby in harm's way is not cool. Our circle needs to be tight like that, and nobody should be able to get in it. If we get into something big or small, we should be able to hug each other and love each other and listen to each other and understand what we need to do to make it right. How can I make adjustments? How can I compromise to make you happy? It goes both ways in a relationship. This is not it. I apologize for everything that's happening. We supposed to be at the tightest and at the strongest. We having another baby coming in, and these are not the things we supposed to do. The devil's working, but he's not working hard enough, and he will never work hard enough, because my family is something that I will always die for, and the devil ain't ready to do that with me.
After Ray J released this video on Instagram, Princess Love did respond, and she spilled the real tea behind her and Ray J's fallout. Listen to this.
Like I said, I wasn't going to say anything, but since people want to get on social media and act like they're the victim and act like they know where we're at, which they don't, because... Okay, I'll stand up. They don't know where we're at because they haven't called, haven't checked, and I'm still blocked. About 2 weeks ago, I found an extra phone that Ray had been hiding, or that Ray, he wasn't hiding, he had it, and he had been giving his number out. He had admitted to me that he was, nope, A1, I'm doing it, I don't care. He want to be on his page acting like the victim. Leave me alone, A1. So I found this phone that he had. I went through it. I confronted him about it. He was honest. Well, he tried to lie at first. He was honest. And he basically admitted that he had been entertaining, some women, to stay women because my baby's right here. And, I told him, just be honest with me. If you're honest with me, then we can get through it. And he pretty much made it seem like he did it because we had been arguing a lot lately. And so I'm like, okay, well, we have another baby on the way. I just want to be on the same page. Let's just put it behind us one last time, and let's just move forward, right? We're going to have better communication, like we can have kids, but if we don't have some type of foundation, communication, then it'll never work. So we put it behind us. So we come to Vegas for the Soul Train Awards, and I didn't want to come, but he asked me to come and Melody to come because he wanted us to come to the show. So we come. We're here for about 2 days, and he asked me to move to Vegas. And I'm like, no, I don't want to move to Vegas. And so he's like, well, can you at least consider it? And I'm like, no, I don't want to move to Vegas. It's not even considering it. I don't want to move to Vegas. This is not the place to have kids. This is not a place to raise your kids. And I just don't like it here. There's too many distractions. You already like to gamble. There's way too many parties going on every night. And it's just not the place that I want to be. So I said, sarcastically, well, you can move to Vegas, but I'm going to be in LA. And so he got really mad and said that he's trying to move our family somewhere where we can be like a little bit more stable. And I basically said, like, Vegas is not the place that I want to be. Like, why can't you just respect that I don't want to move to Vegas? We could move anywhere else. I just don't want to move to Vegas. And so he gets mad and he's like, why would you tell me I could move to Vegas? You just want to live in two different places. And I'm like, I'm not really serious. Like, I'm not really saying, yeah, babe, move to Vegas and I'm going to be in LA. We can live in two different places. I'm being sarcastic. So I took it as him just trying to find any reason to leave. So he left, didn't come back. He was out the whole night. And so the next morning, I didn't call him or anything because I'm like, okay, maybe he just wants to hang out with his friends, whatever. He'll be here by the time I wake up. So I wake up, he's still not here. And I'm like, the next morning, I'm like, so you really want to just stay out all night off of some fake argument that we had? Like, you can't really be serious. And he's like, you're selfish. All you do is think about yourself. You want to wear the pants in the relationship. You want to be the king of the house, like all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, and then he said, what made me mad is because every time we get into an argument, he starts talking about or alluding to like getting a divorce or saying, as long as I get to see my kids, it's like, why do you got to take it there? So I said, you know what? I said, with the way you just get up and leave and disappear, I got to get back to LA and I got to get my mind right before this baby comes, because with the way you move, I'm liable to be alone at any given moment. And so he said, well, I'm preparing to be alone too, as long as I can see my kids Monday through Wednesday. I said, okay, well, we can just be separated then. And so he's like, not before I file first, so the conversation got really, really ugly. We started getting real disrespectful. And then so he blocked me. So I couldn't call him, couldn't get in contact with him. It was time for me to check out the room. He left. He never came back. Didn't tell me where he was going. Didn't hear back from him. So I had to check out the next day. And we ended up checking out of the hotel because it was time to check out. And then I ended up checking into another hotel. And we're in another hotel right now. We are not where Ray is in the Skylofts. I have not talked to him. He has not unblocked me. He has not called me, hasn't checked on me or Melody. So we're just here. And my car is here. And I'm trying to figure out a way to drive my car back because I'm over 8 months pregnant and I have to pee every 30 minutes. I don't want to have to stop in the middle of nowhere driving from Vegas to LA. That's a 4.5, 5 hour drive. So that, you guys, is everything that happened. I put that on my kids. That's it. That's everything that happened. It all started off a stupid argument because I said I wouldn't move to LA. And he took that and used that as a reason to stay out all night and hang out with his friends and not call, not check. Still haven't talked to him. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm over there like he can see me from his window. No, he can't because I'm not even there anymore because we had to check out. So that's the whole story. And I wasn't going to say anything because I just felt like I said too much. And, after the argument that we had, he posted that picture on his Instagram, and that's what ticked me off. Because it's like, why would we say all that to each other, and then you block me, and then you want to post a family picture? That's what makes me, that's what ticks me off. But we'll see what happens when I get back to LA, but I don't want to be married anymore, period. I don't have time for this. This is not love. And I'm done. It's a divorce party, y'all.
Stuff that you said that was a pure lie about me leaving you stranded and you were in a place where they were doing human trafficking. Like, you know how crazy and bad that sounds? You know how many brands that we're dealing with look at that and go, I don't want to deal. You know, and all we trying to do is build for our future. I'm working hard to make sure Melody and my son is good. Like, that's all I'm trying to do. But yet I'm a bad person and I left you stranded, and like you are a boss, princess. You know that. You got your own everything going on. You got your store. You have your makeup line. You know the kind of money you make, princess. To make it seem like you had nowhere to go or nothing to do is just so wrong in so many ways, man. Again, like, when you in a relationship, you know a whole lot of things about a whole lot of things. Like, and sometimes people want to expose and lie and say things, and then sometimes people just won't do it, and I just can't do it, man. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about you. You know, I just want to know. I just want to really know. Maybe you can tell all the people that you talk to all the time online. Why do you always like run to the press and to just bash me? Like, what do you get out of that? What do you get out of tearing me and you apart online? What do you get out of making people upset with me because you want them to feel like I did you wrong? What does that do for us? I'm trying to figure it out.
This whole situation is messed up, and it's also very sad that they both are putting their business out there on social media. Issues like this are supposed to be handled behind the scenes, so I don't really approve of either of them talking about this on social media. However, I do understand that Princess Love is really fed up right now because she's tired of this facade that Ray J is putting on the gram. She's tired of him acting like things are okay when they're not. Behind the scenes, she's really going through it. She's 8 months pregnant and she has to deal with her husband entertaining women behind her back. Also, she has to deal with her husband disappearing days at a time anytime they get into an argument. And the fact that he threatens to divorce her anytime he doesn't get his way is emotional manipulation. So I really do feel bad for Princess Love. I do. And I think if Ray J is really serious about making this work, he has to make some changes, and Princess has to make some changes as well. Everything doesn't have to be put out there on Front Street. There are some things that need to be handled behind the scenes. They're about to bring a new baby into the picture, and this is not the type of situation they want to welcome their newborn into. They need to sit down and fix this. Stop talking on social media and start talking to each other. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.